Welcome, welcome. Good morning. I'm Maria, and this is my channel, Maria's Tarot's Journey with me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this planet. Hope all is well. We're about to get into the daily messages. Morning, Rose. I'm doing all right. All right. Get myself situated. Clear the board. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning. Good afternoon. Hope all is well. Honestly, every day I wake up, I have a nice Mother's Day. Because just because Mother's Day come and go doesn't stop me from being a mom. So I look at these damn holidays they implemented to brain fuck people into believing that on that special day you gotta celebrate something. I'm good. I'm still a mother. That's all I know. I woke up and I'm still a mother. Ain't nothing changed about that. Every day should be a happy Mother's Day. Same thing for Father's Day, same thing for all the other holidays that they done created to make us believe that without certain things on that specific day, we ain't shit as a human being. Man, go ahead with that. They could keep them holidays. For real. Because at the end of life, none of that shit matters. Alright, we're going to be working from the Kuan Yin Oracle for today's message. That's what I've been instructed on pulling, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to pull a Kuan Yin Oracle and see what's going on within the collective's energy as far as the message is concerned. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. There we go. We got our message. He flipped right on out the deck. That's what I was looking for. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Kuan Yin Oracle, drink from the emerald fountain. Drink from the emerald fountain. And it says here, The divine feminine is encouraging of awakening and empowerment of all living beings. When a sincere seeker is trying to find a way through, there is much help sent. It makes sense to be open to receive it, indeed, to step forward and drink from the emerald fountain, which is unconditionally loving heart chakra of Kuan Yin. Allow yourself to be nourished by the power and the love of the Divine Mother flowing to you now. All right, so we gonna have some awakenings within the collective. Divine feminines, where y'all at? Raise your hand. There is nothing to be gained in making life more difficult than it needs to be, other than unnecessary stress or perhaps the learning that it is much fun this way. At this time, you are going through a time of important spiritual growth. Your higher self has set a spiritual schedule and is planning on being at a certain destination in time and space to set events in motion, to benefit from synchronicities and to be able to live out its divine purpose in the physical world too. The soul is very resourceful and is calling for divine help in getting to its destination on time. When you allow yourself to be helped, great reserves of support become available to you. Your soul is strengthened and nourished by the loving heart of the Divine Mother. The more you allow yourself to assist it, the more you will feel detached and trusting. You will find fewer problems actually arise for you. And when they do, they might be you might be surprised just how quickly they are resolved. Sometimes with only a small amount of effort on your part. This is the benefit of allowing divine forces greater than individually consciousness and quickly. It you are at on your path where you need to support to rise up and break through. You are invited to drink from the emerald fountain. Accept the love pouring endlessly from the chakra of divine love, as it will greatly benefit you in ways that are not yet as part of your conscious awareness. May your spiritual thirst be sated, and may you be supported and assisted by the Mother Divine, Kuan Yin. Beautiful. Hold your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, because I have a few of my own. That was just a brief description as far as the Emerald Fountain for the collective. So, in other words, y'all, the message that I'm receiving from Spirit is to hold on to hope, that hope, faith that was instilled in you as a child, that innocence of endless, unconditional love shall flow freely once again. But we got to get with the program, y'all. With that being said, let's move into the tarot and get some messages for the collective. We got the moon energy coming out for y'all today, collective. The moon is all about intuition, listening within your own spirit to truly know which direction and path you are on or which path you want to proceed to be on. The moon is all about tapping into your intuition, looking from within, and asking yourself those deep, dark, intimate secrets that you hide from the universe. within your consciousness, opening up, freeing yourself from enslavement, emotions that will keep a person in bondage. We got the Ace of Pentacles coming up. So physically, there's opportunities for many of us within the collective when it comes to starting something new in an area that will generate financial freedom, possibly. Ace of Pentacles, it's only the beginning. Once many of y'all come into contact with y'all conscious contact within y'all divine spirit through the moon energy, that's that. I'm getting high priestess vibes right now. It's time to open up your mind set in regards towards new beginnings when it comes to becoming financially free. Because at the end of the day, with the Queen of Pentacles coming up as the overall advice for today's energy, Queen of Pentacles, y'all. The Queen of Pentacles is a divine feminine energy that we all possess in some form or fashion, tuned in, tapped in or not. We have the energy of the Queen of Pentacles to not only love others, but to love ourselves enough to make sure that everything around us is still flourishing and blooming. In the upright, responsibility, holding herself accountable, doing what's best for her, concentrating on that coin. We got another single coin. We got the Ace of Coins today. It's new beginnings for some of y'all. That financially, you know what I'm saying, y'all may have taken a hit. But from what I see here, that's going to come to an end. Because the King of Wands is showing up. And when the King of Wands shows up, that means it's time for many of y'all in the collective to take action. Pull your bootstraps up. Tighten them laces. It's time to get it popping, collective. Because the King of Wands is determined. Passion. Ignited. Someone in the collective is going to come to understand their self-worth and value. And then after that, once that has been put out into the universe collective, you might be connecting with an energy around you right now that's trying to hold you back. That's trying to tell you, because you have so many things hidden and secrets and things of that nature that you don't want to acknowledge at this time. There will be people surrounding your energy that will try to card block you on your blessings. And I see blessings coming for many if you stay true to yourself. King of Swords, very authoritative type of energy right here. Collective, you could be dealing with a male figure that ultimately is wielding his sword to try to control the situation. But it's up to you to determine your path by tapping into your own intuition. Just for today, collective, what did Kuan Yin Oracle remind you to do? Drink from the emerald fountain. That's that heart chakra space right there. What's longing on your heart today, collective? That's putting you in a position to fear this mentality of the moon energy, of being afraid of tapping into who you are, sitting with yourself, getting some quiet time, asking yourself some tough, imperative questions. Which path do you ultimately want to go down? Are you ready to allow the universe to work on you and transform you and enlighten you? Because once you do, collective, this is what's the outcome. New beginnings. All possibilities on board. Especially with two male energies. Dominating male energies. King of Wands is fire. King of Wands is about getting the job done. The King of Swords, he's thought. Thought creations. Swords represents your thinking, and the King of Swords has full emotional intelligence to back him up. The King of Wands has that physical intelligence. He knows that if he don't make a move, ain't nothing gonna get done. So overall, today's energy and message for those out there in the collective that could be struggling right now with finding out what is their purpose in life. Spirit wants you to know it's time. It's time to release all those negative thoughts about yourself and go back to your original roots of unconditional love and drink from your own emerald fountain within yourself first. You gotta love yourself before you can love anybody else, collective. Thank you, Kuan Yin. Let's close out this daily energy read with a wisdom of the oracle for additional guidance and messages. Exchanging gifts in the protection mode. Never ending story. Come to the edge in the protection mode. So let's tackle the first message, which is the exchanging gifts in the protection message mode. We also have bottom of the we have the higher power, source energy, love, reunification within one spirit in the protection message. Today's energy message is brought to you through the universe to wake you up, collective, and realize what are you putting your energy into. Higher power in the reverse talks about not being willing, not being able to get tuned and tapped into your intuitive side as a human being. Higher power, putting your faith and trust in the things that are unseen in this world at this particular time. But enough with that. Let's get the first message. Exchanging gifts, protection message mode, because it's in the reverse. Essential meanings: the law of giving and receiving, currency, trade-offs, weighing costs, and determining value. That Ace of Pentacles talks about new beginnings and financial blunders or whatever situation you have in mind, collective. Just for today, know that if you're not receptive or open to give as well as receive, spirit is coming through to let y'all know reciprocity is key just for today. Be careful what you pray for because you just might get it. And then you realize you don't want to face the hefty price tag that comes with it. You may find yourself in a situation you always desired, but no, you will have to walk away from or even fail at it because you can't or won't pay the dues it asks of you. If you want to be a famous musician, you have to practice your craft every day. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to be responsible for managing money and paying the taxes. Even a windfall has a cost. It's okay though, because spirit will help you achieve balance over time. Another message here reminds you that being only the giver and not the receiver plays out in many relationships in your life where you find yourself in victim mode, in a codependent dynamic, or holding on to a false sense of control. Others may push you to continue to prove yourself. The time has come to distance yourself from this kind of imbalance. Beware of the need for both give and take is the first step to your true destiny. It's all good and getting better. Not only can you handle this, but you can flourish of it. It's all on you, kid. Exchanging gifts. Do you feel appreciated today, collective? Next, we got Brandon's story, second oracle message to close out this daily message reading. The essential meanings of this oracle are self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dreams, the never-ending story. The oracle's message is a story woven, imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurts and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing, arrogance, and all manner of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose reign is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as the victim. Love the lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. Narcissistic personality. I'm picking up this oracle message. The never-ending story. First of all, we got the energy of reciprocity not being given back. Whether it's coming from you, collective, or the person you dealing with. Just know that the universe is sending a message out to you today to make you become more self-in tune and self-aware. That at the end of the day, if you want reciprocity, you got to be able to give as well as receive. And stop playing victim to your own false narrative and mentality with the never-ending story that we tell ourselves. That's why coming to the edge is so difficult for many out there in the collective. Coming to the edge talks about what? Let's find out. Final message in the protection mode. Come to edge. The essential meanings of this oracle message are courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting the risk. Wow. Spirit going out with a bang. Check it out though, yo. Because it's in protection message mode. I'm going to hit you with the truth. Fear is leading the way into places you don't need to go. Most of what you fear at this moment is an illusion stemming from an old belief that isn't even true. Now is the time for courage. You will not be lost at sea. You will not watch everyone else get what you want while you are left alone and unloved. Oh, the drama of it all. Coming to the edge, y'all. Coming to the edge. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready to put this never-ending story to rest? So Just for today, we could practice self-love for ourselves and others, exchanging the gifts of your experience, your strength, and hopes. Feel me? Check it out. Come to the edge. Many of you doubt yourself. It's in verse. Spirit wants you to know. You mustered up the strength as small as a mustard seed to believe in yourself once again. Come to the edge, y'all. You ready for it? False evidence appearing real is hovering over you. The more you dwell on fear, the more real it will become. Ask yourself, who in me is afraid? Love the part of you. Ask this true and real right now. The answer most likely is no. Give yourself a hug. It's okay to be scared. Courage must be summoned in spite of your fear. Even when you're not feeling confident, spirit will always catch you at the end of the day. But it's up to you, collective as a whole, as one consciousness, as one love, as source energy, to put your fears and your unmet needs and wants and desires. Cast your fears to the side. Come to the edge. Realize the story you've been telling yourself has been never ending, and it has been preventing many of y'all from receiving the love that y'all always trying to give out to others. Today is about loving yourself. That Queen of Pentacles and the message Kuan Yin, which is drink from the unconditional emerald fountain within your own spirit first. Fill your cup up with that Ace of Cups, collective, and let's get it popping and see what will transpire at the end of the day when everything's said and done. You feel me? Gotta love yourself before you can love anybody else. And ultimately, the higher power also is in the protection message, bottom of the deck. We cannot bypass the final message, which is talking about a higher power. Collective, let's get it. Wisdom of the Oracle, y'all. Wisdom of the Oracle. And I got one more deck I gotta pull from. And let's get it. The higher power was in the reverse. Alright? Essential meanings of this oracle message talks about having the conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. This card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. That's why when that moon energy came out in the reading through the tarot, mentally, a lot of us could be blocked energetically, spiritually. So spirit is trying to come through to remind you that there is something greater than us out there in this universe that's keeping us alive and ticking and safe and all that good stuff, all right? What is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life and wondrous that you can ever imagine. You are always protected and divinely directed. Protection message. Now is the time to examine what you are giving your energy to and your attention to in the back of your mind. Moon energy, y'all. Tune. Oh, help me, spirit. Get in tune and tapped in with your intuitive side. That high priestess that resides within you, divine feminine, divine masculine. It doesn't matter, male, female. We all one source energy at the end of the day. And when it's all said and done, Tuning into a higher power takes strength, takes courage, takes willingness. King of Wands, y'all. Didn't he come out today? Okay, where was I? Excuse me. Now's the time to examine what you're giving your energy and attention to in the back of your mind. If you're obsessing about being right, about old resentments or failed expectations, about money or about any other people, places, or things, these will be the source from which you create. But you want spiritual source. Take heart, for the higher power will never desert you and is always waiting for you to remember the sacred partnership that you share. Turn away from others of power that don't serve your highest good. There is no greater source than spirit. You can always surrender your troubles and trust that they will be taken care of. You are in good hands. So basically spirit is trying to let y'all know, yo, put your faith and trust in a higher power, which is the universe. Learn how to exchange those gifts evenly. Stop telling yourself the never-ending story that you're not good enough, you're never gonna amount to shit, and things of that nature, because it's all a lie. That's just the wounded ego within man himself. Come to the edge. Don't be afraid to start over. Don't be afraid to learn how to forgive and love yourself with the Queen of Pentacles energy that came out as a message from spirit to remind you who you are. Who the fuck are you, collective? Have you asked yourself that question lately? Remember who the fuck you are. Excuse my French, but this is who I am and this is how I deliver my messages. Alright? With that being said, we're going to keep it moving. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. What is the collective not seeing at this particular time? Energy oracle message. Collective, what are you not seeing? Victory. There you go. Come on. You want me to break this down for you even more? Do you need me to go further into detail in what victory represents? What does victory represent for you as a whole, as an individual, knowing that at the end of the day, your successes have come at a great cost and a great burden. But nonetheless, at the end of the day, victory will prevail in all areas of your life. It's about putting in some action and motion to get the ball rolling. Victory. Hostilities. That's those old, holding on to those old resentments. You know what I'm saying? Holding on to that energy of just to be spiteful. Spirit, at the end of the day, hostilities. What are y'all not? Y'all not seeing the victories that y'all already triumphed and overcame within your world, collective. Yes, did you have some bumps and bruises throughout your lifetime? Absolutely, hostilities is here because there's still an energy in the air lingering. Advice from spirit is action. Action is needed at this time. In whatever situation that's putting you in a dilemma to prevent you from seeing your true victories and successes in life. You got to rid yourself from the never-ending story of the hostilities that you have acquired within your mindset, and it takes action. King of Wands, y'all. Y'all ready to put some mental clarity to your situation that y'all finding yourselves in at the end of the day? The sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. The sixth chakra is about your intuition. Come on, y'all, say it with me. Intuition. Your intuitive powers tapping and tuning into that moon energy that we all possess, that emotional instability that keeps us stuck and latched on to old things that need to die off and fall to the wayside within our lives. What are you feeding your energy to, collective? At the end of the day, get right with your mind. See, the third eye chakra? Open yourself up to new possibilities and all will be well. Because once you take action to let go and put your faith and your hostilities into a higher power, that's when the universe is going to show up and show out and let you know at the end of the day, you've been victorious from the door, from the jump. All right? I apologize for the long-winded daily message, but I don't have control of what comes out, what I'm told to pull. I just do. That's what I learned how to do. Yes, listen. All right? Not saying you guys don't, but that's just where I'm at with my process and my journey on this tarot journey. Good morning, good morning. Rose, you still here? Oh, wow, thank you. I know it's super mega late. Well, no, not for you, though. What time is it? It's 3 a.m. in New York City. You're like an hour away, right? From you're in the middle of the country, so you have central timing, or you're in the West Coast. So that means you're 3 hours away from me. So it must be like midnight. Yeah, 1 a.m. Okay, you're 3 hours away. So it's early midnight for you. But it's early morning for me because it's 3 a.m. Damn, alright. I'm going to end this stream. I guess everybody sleep. At this time, it's hard to get people in alive at this time. But thank you for coming through, Rose. I'll talk to you soon. Peace out.